Whoa. Whoa. What is really going on around here? What's really going on around here, people? I am just chilling. I am just chilling. But I did have a chance to watch what went on over at Steph's. I don't even watch her that much. Somebody said, go watch Steph. I try to leave her alone if I can. I don't want none of that smoke. But it looks like somebody got the full blunt of that smoke. I know you didn't do it too, Tacos. I'm listening to this, and usually I'll just listen to Steph and see what she's talking about or whatever. If she ain't talking about me, I go on. Yeah. And then I saw Laura up there. I left and I went back. And I saw Laura up there. I was like, what the fuck? So you know I'm going to listen. And then I saw them break down the screenshot. There's no denying what they said. There's no way to clean that up at all. I shall remain impartial. All I can say is about the whole situation is, oops. But anyway, Laura, I heard you say Brian looked up your kids, and I texted you a couple times since then. Yeah, let me see if you responded. No, she didn't respond, Laura. Laura, I never ever looked up your kids, and we've never argued about me looking up your kids before. I asked her if she would clear it up. She could be busy right now. I don't know. She didn't text me back. Yeah, you thought you were hallucinating? But she said, hello, Starlight, and looked up my kids like Brian did. I've never looked up her kids. I was, look, Laura, I don't know. This is the first I've ever heard her say this out of all the arguing we did. And I never looked up her kids. I always knew her kids because I watched. Look, I knew Laura when she was on Facebook, and she was just starting to make these videos. I knew who her kids were because she said it. And I didn't never look up your kids, Laura. I hope you go back and straighten that up. I didn't need to. There was no reason to. I'm not interested in that. You know what I'm saying? But apparently someone did, and that's the thing. Someone did. There's no denying that. It wasn't me, Laura. And I just want to say this. I hope Laura that you clear that up at some point because I never looked the kids up. But I watched Steph's thing and I'm like, damn, because it's pretty revealing. I looked at my phone all groggy and saw Laura's stuff. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I know that they've been fighting back and forth with Hello Starlight and anything, but I stay out of that. I watch it, but I ain't got no dog in that fight at all, and I'm not about to sit here and drag Hello Starlight. It looks like she doesn't need me to add to her problems that she has going right now because she's got some problems going on right now. Shit, I didn't even know. I'll say this. I'll speak on my part of it. This is what I'll speak on my part of it. That random clip channel and those 4 or 5 videos that she had about me. I didn't know that was her. I had no clue that was her. I even commented under them videos. And then I saw Steph say something about it the other day. She was like, yo, you're that random clip channel. And then she goes, look, there's a video of Brian. There's a video of Brian. So I went to look at that channel because I remembered it being there, but I didn't know it was her. I went to look at that channel, and all the videos about me were gone. So I texted, please tell her to talk to me about it behind the scenes. Because I don't want her thinking, she knows I didn't look up her kids. I think she's mistaken. I never looked up her children. But anyways, I saw Steph talking about that Hello Starlight had that video up. I had that channel was hers, and I went to look because I remember that channel had made a couple videos about me, right? And I never remember commenting under them, but the videos were gone. So I messaged Marianne, and I'm here to tell you, I never stopped talking to Marianne. We stopped being friendly, but we have never stopped talking. I've talked to her behind the scenes. Sometimes a couple weeks might go by before I text this, but we talk as early as a couple days ago. When I said something to her, I didn't know that random clip channel was yours. I said that's pretty shitty, and blah blah blah. And she said, I apologize for being an asshole. Because the whole time her and I are still talking in a civil manner behind the scenes. We're not talking about people. A little bit about when 180. We were worried about 180, but we're not talking about Amanda does this and stuff that we don't. We just talk. We're able to talk, and there was never a little bit of bickering, because I had shared some text with her about how you're leaving things in videos like her street sign, and that could get you doxxed and you could get in trouble, And so I told her privately about that, right? Because she made the video with the street sign, and there's been a couple times where she said what city she was from out of her own lives. If I have to go and get them, but I messaged her. I'm like, look, you left your street sign right there. I said, here's your address, here's your house. I said, and you can go from there and look up your house. You can go to the realtor, and I showed her pictures of the inside of her house, and she instead of saying, "Oh my God, thanks, Brian," because I'm doing this to her privately, and I had already been friendly with her for a couple of years. And I said, "Here's the inside of your house, and here's that, and here's this, and here's that, blah blah blah." Instead of saying thanks, Brian, because I didn't want to dox myself, she claimed that she was doxed all the time by Mandy, and it freaked her out. She took that text and they sent it over to BTS, and they made a big shitty live about how that's creepy. And I'm like, girl, I did that, but because I was your friend. There was nothing creepy about my doing that because I did it in private to her. I was talking to her about it. But anyways, my point was that you're putting things in your videos that could eventually lead you to get doxxed. Well, in the end, she changed the video. But okay, she left this screen capture wherever she got the wherever Steph got that showed her looking up Laura's information. She left that on there. She made a mistake. And Steph said she's messy. That's what I was trying to explain to her about the video that showed her street sign. And I was doing this behind the scenes privately with her. Then I found out some other stuff too about Hello Starlight over the last week or so that has to do with me. And the whole time, I could release these texts, but I would never do that. Let me just put it like this: if I put the text between Marianne and myself out, you would not think we weren't friends. And she's putting out these nasty videos about me while talking to me, saying things like she still considers me a friend. It's very hurtful. I really thought this chick was my friend. I really did. And I don't like Steph. She don't like me. I don't like Rex. He don't like me. But when the facts are the facts, that you put it out without cussing and hollering at people. I really hope. I did. Last I messaged her was when I saw them getting dragged, and I saw what Mandy was saying, and I have no issue with Mandy either. But Mandy was out there. I got no issue with Mandy, but she's pissed and she's had enough. Whatever. All right, and I'm listening to shit. I'm like, oh my God, Mandy, you didn't just say that, right? And so I just messaged her and I said, "Are you okay?" And she hasn't messaged me back. But this is before before I realized so much about the random observer or the random clip channel. But I hate to see her get dragged this way. I hate to see it. But what Steph is bringing out is stuff that's actually she's doing. It would be different. Like if Steph brought out something I thought she was lying about with Hello Starlight, or anything I could do to help her to keep from getting her ass dragged, right? I would help her. Now when they caught Steph talking to this guy, and I saw all of it. And at first I was like, yeah, she's an e-whore and all that, but people started talking about it a little bit more, and I was like, well, she really didn't do anything wrong, man. She didn't do anything wrong. She wasn't. I didn't see it as. I mean, I saw. If I could say anything about it, I could say, okay, she could have just stopped right there. But this guy's just throwing money at her, and she don't have to do nothing but talk shit to him. I mean, come on, man. But so I talked to her about that. I said, well, it's going to look like this and look like that. It just didn't. I was thinking, damn good, they got something on Steph and I can use it, and there's really nothing there to use. CPS Bunny. Well, it's sad because I was so close and friendly with her. Our kids played Roblox together. Hey, little lady. And then she's going to make a thing about domestic violence. Our kids, yeah, I know her kids. I know their names. But Laura, you've got to clear that. Yeah, he did. He did beg her to take the money. The way I looked at it was in a legal way. Like, let's say that this guy that Steph is talking to tried to take her to court for taking advantage of him. There's key words in there like, no, I want you to ask me for money. I like it when you ask me for money. He's not. I didn't see him being taken advantage of. And then some people said that maybe he had some kind of challenge or something like that. No, he didn't sound like he had a challenge to me. He sounded like he had a crush, and instead of trying to woo a girl with good personality and positivity and good choices, he tried to throw money at her, thinking that she was some kind of whore and she was going to hook up with him, and that's not what happened. He threw the money at her, and she caught it and stuck it in her pocket and walked the fuck away. Is what she did. That's what happened. And I'm not sticking up for Steph, but I will call it. Like I said, if Steph does something stupid tomorrow, I'll call that out. I thought they had her. I was messaging I was talking to people like, yeah, they got her ass. And then I started watching more about the story and heard from the kid and everything else. That what is his name? Greg or something. No, I'm laughing. That's if you think about it. If you think about it, the way that Steph pulled that off, it's kind of fucking funny and clever. That dude needs to stop throwing money at women over the internet. Period. That's like if a single guy's out at a club somewhere and he knows the girl's just a little bit too buzzed. She's not completely falling down stupid drunk. She's got her high on, and because and she's flirtatious and she wants to go and fuck around. Is that guy gonna say no? There's no way I can do that to you right now because you are under the influence of alcohol and or some kind of drug, and I just cannot take advantage of you right now. I'm gonna go lay down, honey. Here's some coffee. He's gonna give her exactly what she's asking for. She said borrow some of it, but then But I also saw him say she doesn't have to pay any of it back. I mean, trust me, Remy. Trust me, I made plenty of videos about Steph. I'm looking this thing over. It's like, how can I burn her ass with it? And I can't. That's some females would have said, you know what, I think you're being silly here, and I don't want your money. Some would, and they have that choice. But others would say, oh, bring it on, dude. Neither one of them are wrong. I have no idea why Steph is putting it out. It's sad to see. Actually, I don't like it. I remember Hello Starlight as my friend, and now a lot of people don't like her. I'm not mad at her. I mean, it's like really, how can you be talking to me? if you don't want to talk to, like, if I tried to slide into Steph's text to talk to her, she would be like, dude, I don't want to fucking talk to you. I don't know what your fucking problem is. I don't like you. If Hello Starlight didn't like me or she had some kind of issue with me, she didn't need to be trying to get Rex to go after me, which I know about that. She didn't need to be trying to make shitty videos about me while texting me. She could have said, dude, fuck off. But that's okay, you know. Yeah. Now back to Laura saying that I looked up her kids. If anybody remembers when I got into it with Pink Lady Luck, me and Pink Lady Luck were tight until we just got in an argument over something stupid. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't a whole lot of. It was just an argument, right? And we got into it with Pink Lady Luck, and I was showing where Pink was obsessing over Laura, where she would send me videos of her staring at Laura on a big screen TV and saying dirty things to her. I put it all out there. And then Pink was trying to get me to make a CPS call, right? And that it needs to be reported because she thought that Laura was still using drugs, right? And I showed all these texts. I showed this before. Laura's seen them. And I did not like Laura at the time. I could not stand her. We were fighting. It was a whole bunch of bullshit that I'm not about to get into. But Pink was telling me these people need to be reported and blah, blah, blah. You know, she's doing drugs again. I feel bad for those kids. And my response to Pink was, as much as I would like to see Laura suffer, I always think about her kids, Pink. And that I can't, there's no way I could do something like that because I think about her kids. And that was there for everybody to see. And that was in a conversation that I had with somebody that was my friend because we talked all the time. I put a lot of stuff out. Pink was my friend, and I miss her. That's the truth. I miss her. I wish we had never got into that argument. But Pink did not like Laura, and she made that accusation, and then she denied it. She made it, so I put it up for everybody to see. And in that, I stuck up for Laura's kids. As mad as she's made me, I always would, when it comes to her kids, no. Period. And I said that behind the scenes in some text that I never thought I would have to share to anybody. So, Laura, for you to say that I looked up your kids, I think you're mistaken. I think you're mistaken because I don't do that. I wouldn't. I look up plenty of people. I look up people all day long. If you know, I'm good at that. But there's no reason for me to look up your kids. I knew all their names. I knew their last names. There's just no why. None of your kids said anything to me. There's no reason for me to do that. I'm not that obsessed, honestly. You got to think about people who are that obsessed. I wasn't. No, he would not have a legal case at all. None. No. It's a gift. It's considered a gift when she has it in writing. No, you don't have to pay me back any of it. No, Laura, no. You got to go back and look. I never look up your kids. And I didn't want to. No, you're not blocked. I see you, Laura. Why would you be blocked? I'm not mad at you. Yeah, but no, I have no reason to be fucking with Laura. Let me tell you now. Now that I'm in a good spot with her, I'm gonna tell you, I do not want to fuck with her. I don't. I'm glad that she got to see what she got to see on these panels. No, I don't need you to apologize. There's no apology. I like if there's a time that you thought that I looked up your kids, I was trying to see if me and you could talk about that because I don't want something like that out there publicly that I didn't do. Now I have done some shitty things. You know, I've made comments about her kids, but I never looked them up. I already knew who they were anyway. Take it easy. Was she messing with Hello Starlight at the time? No, me and Laura used to fight. Me and Laura used to fight, and it had nothing to do with them. Laura, a long time ago, put up some text that Hello Starlight sent her while she was going at her with the whole crowd of them. About Laura put some text up where it looked like Hello Starlight was being friendly with Laura behind the scenes. But when she went back to YouTube, she was back at chewing around. I think Laura did that about 2 years ago, talking about how creative Laura was and how her true crime was. But see, that's the thing. I don't want to see Hello Starlight get dragged. I don't like it. It's upsetting to me. But I don't have a dog in that fight. Like, let's say Steph put up something, and I'm looking at it, and she's dragging Hello Starlight, and it's incorrect. I would definitely come back and say, look, this ain't right. You need to. This Hello Starlight didn't do this. Blah blah blah. But it's not there. No, Laura wasn't messing. Laura doesn't really talk about them unless they say something about her. And they've been. I mean, I participated in dragging Laura too a long time ago, but I had no reason to drag her now. We got past it. We can be adults, whatever. It's not worth it to aggravate Laura. First of all, Laura don't give a fuck. That's one thing that you have to have if you're going to withstand the YouTube drama community is you don't give a fuck. You can't give a fuck. Hey, just like Corey. Corey doesn't give a fuck. But anyways, I'm glad that Laura cleared that up. I just don't want to be known as somebody that looks up someone's kids because I don't do that. I will if someone pisses me off. I will look you up. I will. I'm not going to sit here and lie. If someone starts getting at me on the internet, I want to know as much as I possibly can. Well, no, change it up. Let me tell you. And your comment is somewhat true, right? But if someone that continues to come at you and discredit your name and make up stories about you and insult you, if you come on here and you say, all right, you should stop doing that. I don't appreciate it. If you want to continue this in email or something like that, and they keep doing it, anybody has any right to know who they are and what color fucking underwear they have on. And for anybody to tell me, well, morally, you shouldn't look people up. Well, morally, you shouldn't talk shit about people when they've asked you to stop. I don't know why she did that. I understand that, Terry. I don't know why she did that. I have no idea. I'm gonna tell you what I like. Brian, just tell the truth. Yeah. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes they like. Sometimes they know more about you than you know about them because they've looked you up. See what I'm saying? Then he said there would be zero outrage from me. Uh, I don't know. This is the drama community. Everybody gets a turn at having their ass drugged. When you sign up for the drama community, you need to go buy a false ass, one of those plastic ones that straps around the front to you, a false ass. Because if you're in this drama community long enough, somebody is going to drag you by that ass, and it's going to have marks all over it. You're going to have to replace that and get another false ass. You have to buy a whole bunch of new asses if you're going to be in the drama. Right now, it's Hello Starlight's turn. I've had my turn plenty of times. I even passed a couple times. And people start, like, no, I passed, and they move on to the next one. No, kids shouldn't be in drama. Like me and Laura have done it to each other as far as the kids, though. We have done. Brian has Google Earth his way into many elementary school change rooms as well to protect the children. Well, that's nasty. Who even thinks like that, CPS Bonnie? Who even thinks like that? But Laura and I have had it out about each other's kids. You guys remember when she brought one of my daughters up on the panel? And she said, look at how she's acting. But that's how bad our fighting was, and I don't want it to be that way again. I just don't. There's no sense in that. Now, well, I'm going to jump down, Laura. I would appreciate it, but I have to get off of here because my kids are getting ready to come in from school, and it's going to get loud. It's going to get loud, Laura. Maybe sometime, they're getting ready to walk in the door right now, Laura. So I'm going to jump down. I appreciate it. I just want to clear up. I never looked up her kids. And it was really strange to see Laura and Steph on the same panel again, talking about something that actually happened. I got to go. I really do. Peace.